Hey, what's up guys, how you doing? It is Nasty here. Welcome today to a new squad builder on FIFA 18 Ultimate Team. Now, I was in game against someone the other day and I was getting torn apart because of pace abuse. So I wanted to put together my own squad where my front three is just like rapid and can obliterate defenses with the sheer speed that they have. So that is what we've got coming up for you. I've got to put the rest of the team in, of course, and we start with Oblak in goal. Now guys, if you do enjoy today's video, I would greatly appreciate if you'd hit that thumbs up button. Let's try and hit 1,000 likes on today's episode, and of course don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you're new. Oblak then in goal. Actually seems okay, but he doesn't seem to play to an 88 rating, in my opinion. His handling's alright, but other than that, just like seems a regular goalie at this point in time. You can use any La Liga keeper actually in this particular squad, and that was the highest one that I've got, so the highest rated one that I've got, so I figured I'd try him out today. Jordi Alba at left back, someone that I can like really rely on, and I kind of wish that I got his FUTWIZ version actually. I did get Muniez's FUTWIZ version, funnily enough. 84 rated, nearly a member of Club 80. It's just the dribbling that's letting him down, and this is the second time in like a week or something that I've actually played him as a right back on my road to glory. As you guys know, I bring him on as like a centre mid in the second half and stuff, and he does a really good job at right back actually. I don't find that pace to be too much of an issue because he does a really good job of covering the centre back because of his height. Then we have Raphael Varane, who's currently got a red card. Please try and ignore that. Sometimes I get a bit stressed and make terrible decisions and take people out. So yeah, I have to deal with the consequences of that. But he's obviously incredibly solid. You know how often I use him. And instead of someone like Sergio Ramos today, I've decided to go for Nacho Fernandez. In form, under 40,000 coins for the Spaniard. And he actually has some good stats. But I'd say Varane is obviously a lot better. He just plays well on the game. Moving on into the midfield then. We start with Bakayoko, who's definitely the cheapest player in these three centre mid spots. He only costs like at 1,000 to 2,000 coins, and oh my god, is he ridiculously good. He just holds down the midfield incredibly well. He's someone that I use over Kante, who is someone that I used on FIFA 17 as much as I do Bakayoko on FIFA 18. So I don't use Kante too often. I picked him up because I figured he'd probably get a team of the year and this one would be out of packs for a few days or something. So maybe he would rise in price and I get a chance to use the regular version. And unreal, what a player. He's actually really good. And that makes me want to buy him on the road to glory. So I might be doing that soon. And then we see this, Cavani at centre mid. Just trust me, it works. On FIFA, it works. You know, there's a lot of pro players out there that play like strikers in centre mid. And for me, Cavani's someone, because he's got a bit more physical about him and he's kind of strong, he is someone that works well in a centre mid spot. Now, the pacey attackers begin here. We have Player of the Month Mane with 95 pace out on the left-hand side. The slowest of the three is going to be Kylian Mbappe, the 86 rated team of the group stage, the current highest rated version of Mbappe on the game. He's got 93 pace, so that's as slow as it's going to get for our attack today, and that is still monstrously quick, right? And then, of course, we go all the way up to 96 pace with Mo Salah, the King of Egypt, of course, 88 rated, Player of the Month at striker, 92 dribbling on top of that pace as well. All three of my players up front have got really good pace, really good dribbling, and they're just solid. So they've got good shooting, they've got good passing. Couple of them have got pretty decent physical. Salah's not very strong, but like Mane, for instance, seems to hold his own in the physical department. So that is the squad that I've put together today. It's something that I just really wanted to use. Something like, I don't know, I don't use MBAPPE very often. I used his regular the other day, but I've not used the special version here, and I actually really wanted to try it out to see how good it performs on the game. Because I know there's a lot of people out there which actually say that MBAPPE is one of the greatest players on the game, and he's kind of similar to Martial. When you look at the both of Martial and MBAPPE's like regular cards next to each other, some of the stats are actually quite close, and of course we've got Mbappe here who's had a couple of special items, whereas Martial hasn't, and therefore the stats have gone up quite dramatically for the Frenchman. So it's interesting to see the differences and actually like play Mbappe because he's out on the right hand side, or if you get his ones to watch version, you can play him as a striker, or his regular version, of course. But yeah, it was, I really wanted to get him into the team for some reason. It's another one that I'm kind of deliberating getting on the road to glory. Yeah, I don't know what to do. I kind of want to go for one of these like meta teams, which is just I think like Nep and Bateson and probably other people used kind of this one squad, like 4-3-2-1, where you start with like the triangle of Boateng, Vidal, Alaba, and then you have loads of Frenchmen in the team with like Kante and Pogba and Martial, Mbappe. Sometimes people use inform Alessandrini, kind of similar to what we used the other day in the Meta 100k squad, but obviously just a bit above that with the likes of Pogba, with the special Mbappes, with the Vidal and stuff like that we didn't quite have in the team. So it's something that I'm thinking about. I'm just trying to gauge what would really work on Ultimate Team, because like players like Messi, I love. I really enjoy using them, especially for the first like 10 games or so. And then I actually get into this little bit of a rut where he doesn't feel strong, or he doesn't feel quick, or there's just something that doesn't quite click with them. Whereas the bigger players, or the incredibly quick players, they're always going to feel like super strong or super quick. So that's where I'm at the moment, and that probably lets you know what I've done with Messi on the road to glory. He's gone. Spoiler alert. We'll get to that episode in a couple of days. Well, I've probably already tweeted about it anyway, because I'm sitting on a whole bunch of coins, not too sure what to do with them. It's team of the year. Like, do I buy? Do I not buy? Do I wait until after? Head is exploding with ideas of what we could do with our squad and stuff. But for you guys that are out there that are looking to buy a squad like this, obviously the 2 Player of the Month items aren't available anymore. But there is an inform Salah, which is at striker, and then of course you could just get. Is it regular Mane? Is regular Mane out on the left wing, and then there's a special version of him on the right wing or something? Like, there's plenty of different options. I'm sure you could twist the team around and get it in different positions and stuff to make it work for you. And then, of course, with the way that people like Mane and especially Salah and that are performing in the league, there's just so much opportunity for them to get other Player of the Month items along the way, and Team of the Season cards and stuff. Like, it's going to be fun. Like, the rest of FIFA, obviously we've got a World Cup as well this year. There's just going to be a hope. I mean, the last time there was a World Cup, we got a World Cup mode within FUT. That was like 4 years ago, obviously, because they come every 4 years. And that was a whole heap of fun to me. It was like a whole different game mode within FUT, and everyone like left regular FUT. It was like the end of that, and then they started up like series and episodes and stuff on the World Cup mode. I hope we get something like that again, because we'll get like different pictures, different card designs, different like ways to play tournaments and all sorts of stuff. So I think it could be an awful lot of fun. And I'd be interested to see the players, like, if they get different ratings and stuff, because I'm pretty sure that's what happened on the last game. If anyone can remember, maybe that can be the topic for discussion today, because, you know, we've obviously got players like Mbappe and, like, really high-quality players that are doing really well in their leagues. Obviously, Salah's killing it in the Prem and stuff. What would you rate these players at the moment? What do they deserve to be? You know, if there was a World Cup mode came out and each of these players had made it with their teams and stuff, what rating would you give them? Would you give them like someone like Salah? Does he deserve a huge boost? Does Mbappe deserve a boost to like what he's at as a special item right now? I'll be interested to know your thoughts down below in the comment section. You can leave me some names of some downgrades as well. If you think there's teams which have made it to the World Cup and their main striker has just performed garbage this season, let me know what you think like downgrades could be as well, because that would obviously lead on to the likes of ratings refresh, which would happen on FIFA Ultimate Team within the first couple of months of the year. So sometimes January, sometimes February. Was it winter upgrades or winter ratings refresh or something we got last year? That'd be interesting, like, to see what happens with them, see if we get like skill move upgrades, weak foot upgrades and stuff, because there'd be plenty of change, and that obviously means for more fun for us on Ultimate Team when things change around and stuff. We get to like put different teams together. Maybe Salah gets an upgrade because he's performed so well this season so far, which boosts all of his special items up, and then you go ahead and build a team like this, and you don't have 88 Salah up front, you have like 90 Salah because he's been boosted so much. I don't know, like, it might not work like that. There's a specific formula for how it all works. But you've seen how many goals that we were able to get with this team. A lot of them coming from the main front three. And then actually I've got some goals with Cavani as well, because even as a centre mid, he does push forward and he's got a cracking long shot on him as well. So obviously that is a very viable option, and one of the reasons why I like to play him at CM, because it gets to unleash the long shots whenever he gets the chance to go on a little mazy run. And for a centre mid, like 82 pace is pretty solid. Feels quick in centre mid. Maybe doesn't feel blistering up front, but when you play him slightly further back, you definitely notice the pace out of that. So there you go, guys. That is the squad today. I know we've sort of moved off topic a bit and talked about other stuff, but basically you've seen all the goals that we've got with this crazy squad. The whole point of it is that the front three is really quick, and yes, pace is still a major factor right now on the game. You can get away with just abusing it, but if you've got players like we've got in this squad who've got the skill moves and the weak foot and stuff to, well, not Salah, he hasn't got the weak foot, but if they've got the skill moves like 4-star in order to be able to like weave and do skills around defenders, it can make the game a whole lot easier for us because defenders just can't catch it. Anyway, I hope you have enjoyed. If you have, smash a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you're new. Have a great day, and I'll catch you next time. Peace.